Welcome back to Mondays with Mox 2018. Welcome back to Mondays with Mox. I'm Officer Mox. I'm here with the fun and the fab, Miss Anderson.
Hey guys.
And so we have a really special guest and our special message that we wanted to share with you guys from the Washington County Crisis Line. Her name is Leticia. And we have a couple of our kiddos here from Evergreen who are going to interview her.
Yep.
And in fact, I'm getting a message now that they're ready. So we're going to cut to Talon and Syra who are with Leticia now.
Hey guys, it's Mondays with Mox. I'm Talon. This is Syra. And we're here with Leticia from the Washington County Crisis Line. And we have a couple questions to ask you today. So let's get into that. My first question would be, what is the Crisis Line used for?
So that's a great question. The Crisis Line is used for all kinds of things. It's really kind of the hub and central point for all things mental health. So sometimes people call when they need to get a counselor or something like that. Sometimes they call when they're in crisis, when they need someone to talk to kind of keep them safe.
Yeah.
Sometimes they call because they need someone to kind of just check in with who's not one of their parents or a school counselor. We will help people with any and all of those phone calls.
Okay,
we try
cool.
to get people whatever information and help they need.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Will you tell anyone I called or what I said?
That's another great question. The Crisis Line is 100% confidential, meaning the fact that you called and who you are remains between you and the person taking the call. You don't have to give your name or any of that information, although people will ask for it. The only exception to that is if you're in danger of harming yourself or someone else, we have to take action in that case to keep you safe and to keep other people safe. If that happens, then we will give just enough information for everyone's safety. Other than that, 100% stays on that phone line.
So again, with the people can call for like unrelated reasons that aren't necessarily a crisis.
Mm-hmm.
But what does that include?
That includes pretty much anything. I mean, I think that we talk to people who are having a lot of anxiety and they just need some help to kind of help themselves calm down a little bit in the moment, who are having drama with like a boyfriend or a girlfriend or, family members. They just need someone to check in with. So anything that can be helped by kind of talking things through, we're just going to make a little plan for kind of the moment and maybe the next day. And it doesn't have to be a super long conversation. Sometimes it's just helpful to check in with someone else who's not a friend or a family member or a counselor or a teacher.
Can I call for a friend who needs help?
You certainly can, and we would really encourage you to do that, especially if your friend is having thoughts of suicide. That would be the perfect time to call. Let us know that you're concerned. Give us information about your friend. We're probably going to want to talk to your friend and connect with them and or potentially their parents. So that would be the perfect time to call. And also, even if you have a friend who's not suicidal, a friend who's just struggling, you might need some support around that, and they might need some support. So that's a really, really great time to call. And it's a great thing that you're doing for a friend. Thank you for being a good friend.
Yeah. For a question, I thought this was kind of an interesting one. What kind of help will I get when I call?
That is another good question. So there are a lot of resources. We are obviously going to talk to you on the phone and try to figure out what's going on with you. How can we be of assistance? You might need more support than the phone call. So there's a Mondays with Mox that talks about the urgent walk-in clinic, Hawthorne. That is a possible resource to go and see someone in person. There's also a mobile team of people that can come out and see you in person if need be. We can help you kind of do planning and resources for information you could give to your parents to help you get connected up to like a more long-term counselor. So there's a lot of assistance in the moment, and we can help you with assistance that's a little bit more long-term, or if you need to see someone in person.
Can I call in the middle of the night if I need help?
Yes. The phone line is 24/7, 365 days a year. There's always people available and ready to take your call.
What if I do not necessarily have a phone? Could I walk in, and where would I walk in?
You would walk into the Hawthorne clinic, the urgent walk-in place, which is, so that wouldn't be obviously calling the crisis line, but yes, that's the spot that you would walk into to get help.
Yeah.
And if you want more information about that, there's a great video about it, and also you could call our crisis line number, which is 503-291-9111, and we could give you information about walking in and kind of what to expect.
Yeah. Okay.
How do you address language needs?
So glad you asked, because we can serve pretty much any language. We've never been stumped by a language. We use interpreters by phone. The exception to that is Spanish. We have a few staff who are bilingual in Spanish, so we won't need to have an interpreter, which is really helpful. And if you call, you can always just request the language that you need, or just simply speak in the language that you speak in, and we can figure out what language that is. So either the staff can help you directly if they're available, who speak Spanish if that's the language need, or we will just ask for your patience and get an interpreter by phone. We really, really do encourage and recommend people to use interpreters instead of family members, especially because some of this stuff is pretty personal. So if you're patient with us, we can pretty much get any language you need.
Okay. Thank you for watching Mondays with Mox. We hope that you guys will have a nice day.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, it was really fun asking some questions. And, I hope everybody at home is having a great time watching this video. So.
Call the crisis line.
All right, guys, we are back. We hope you really enjoyed that. We want to give a shout out to Talon and to Syra, and of course to Leticia from the Washington County Crisis Line. You guys rocked it, and we really appreciate you guys coming here and doing your thing.
Yeah, call that crisis line, you guys, anytime, any hour of the day, any day of the week. Call for anything. Heartbreak, family problems, something a situation you don't know how to handle, suicidal thoughts. That's why we have that resource here for you guys.
That's it. One more thing. Quick shout out, stamp test for 8th graders coming up next year, so 2019, February through March. It's coming up quick. We'll have more info on that to come. Yeah. So I guess with that, we're going to go ahead and say cheers to you guys. We love you. And
Cut. Whoa. This is a hot mess. We're going to have to redo this. Where's your beard?
There's nothing in here.
Yeah, empty. Cut.
Go ahead.
Yesterdays with Yabu 2018. Hey, what's up guys? I'm here to tell you about kicking off Ugly Sweater Week this week. Here are the rules. The sweaters move out at the end of 2nd, 4th, and 6th periods. $5 moves the sweater immediately or extends the sweater time for your teacher. And $20 gets that teacher immunity for the whole week. Make sure you bring money to help donate to support our school.
Hey guys, in addition to our Ugly Sweater Week, we also have a Spirit Day this Friday. This Friday, it is Pajama and Blanket Day. We want to go over some of those expectations for our Spirit Day. You can have one item with you, whether it's a blanket or a cuddly little stuffed animal or such. It needs to fit in a grocery bag. It can't be some big gargantuan stuffed animal or big gargantuan blanket. It needs to fit inside a grocery bag. And with that, remember that you must follow dress code. Dress code still applies. Make sure that you have your PE shoes and that you're ready for the day. And with that, it's a great way to kick off the end of our week before our winter holiday. Have a great Friday.
All right, welcome back, guys. Don't forget this week, Ugly Sweater Competition goes to help all of our families with a canned food drive.
Also, a reminder, we have that Spirit Day on Friday. It is PJ Day and Blanket Day, but remember, they gotta be small.
All right. Well, with that, I think there's only one thing left to say.
Yep.
Stay rad, my friends.
Stay rad!